ये भी टॉपिक है ठीक है।
A great welcome of all of you in my presentation. Today's topic is my presentation topic is the real story of Titanic. Anybody know what is Titanic? Why? There is a movie also called Titanic, which is very interesting. Anybody see this movie?
बिल्कुल
Okay, can you tell me a short story about it?
मतलब ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਇੱਕ ਫੀਮੇਲ ਦੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਉਹ ਚ ਲਵ ਸ਼ੋ ਵੀ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਪਲ ਦੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਹੈ
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਿਪ ਸੀਗੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸ਼ਿਪ ਡੁੱਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੀ ਉਹ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਿਪ ਸੀ ਨਾ
Major love
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਡੁੱਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਟਕਰਾਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਟਕਰਾਈ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਉਸੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੁੱਬ ਗਈ
Okay, this is real story behind, and the Titanic is the name of a ship. Okay, Titanic was a British registered ship under a company called White Star Line, and it is owned by U.S. company, and it has major stakeholder whose name is J.P. Morgan. ठीक है? Okay. Next, this is the picture of Titanic. This is Titanic ship, and this is the person who is major stakeholder in this, called the name J.P. Morgan. Next. Okay, and now let's know about why Titanic ship is so famous. There are so many other ships also which sank, but only Titanic was very famous. Why?
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸ਼ਿਪ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਐਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁਝ
Yes. Let's talk about Titanic. Why it is so famous? Titanic is very luxurious and impressive ship. It has third class ship. In room also very nice as compared to other ship. ठीक है? Titanic also has a bedroom, swimming pool, and it has also many things that make it luxurious. Let's see a short story about the Titanic through a video. Start.
Once upon a century
something called. They burn fire. They fire crackers. Anybody noticed? Why? Why they fire
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ
crackers?
ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਲੋਸਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ
It is a sign that we are in danger. So that's why if anybody near them, they can help. So we we see the Titanic story in very short. Now talk about the construction of Titanic. It took 26 months to be built. Firstly, its backbone and the top of the bottom of the ship is built, and next the funnels and next. Titanic launched on May 31, 1911, but it's sent on sail on its Maidan voyage. What is Maidan voyage? Maidan voyage means first हिंदी में इसको बोल सकते हैं पहली यात्रा. Set sail Maidan voyage from Southampton, which is city in England, and it is going to New York with 2,240 passengers, from which only 1,500 people died. Next. Titanic was 882 feet and 9 inches long with the maximum breadth, and 92 feet 6 inches her breadth. And her total height measured from the base of the keel to the top of the bridge was 104 feet. Next. Let's see the construction of the Titanic and what are their why it is luxurious.
The sinking of the Titanic, 1912. The luxury British passenger liner RMS Titanic began construction on March 31st, 1909 in the Holland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Ireland, and was completed 3 years later in 1912. As one of 3 Olympic-class ocean liners, it was designed to be the largest luxury passenger ship in the world and would cost $7.5 million to build. It had a length of 882 feet 9 inches, or 269.1 meters, a height of 175 feet, or 53.3 meters, and a width of 92 feet 6 inches, or 28 meters, and it weighed 46,328 tons. Below the waterline was the orlop decks for cargo, and the tank top where the engines, boilers, turbines, and electrical generators were. At the very top was the boat deck, where the bridge and wheelhouse were, as well as the lifeboats. In between were the decks for passengers with first, second, and third class cabins. The level of luxury was so high that second class was comparable to first class on any other ship. The 2,240 passengers would be from all walks of life, from millionaires and celebrities to poor immigrants looking for a better life in America. The ship would act like a floating hotel, featuring a grand staircase which allowed first-class passengers to move from deck to deck, and had a domed skylight to allow natural light in. The ship also featured a gymnasium, dining saloons, a reading room, a barber shop, a squash court, a Turkish bath, and a swimming pool. The ship carried 20 out of a possible 64 lifeboats. Therefore, there were only enough for half the ship's population. However, this was within legal requirements. Lifeboats were only intended for carrying passengers to rescue ships and not keep the entire ship population afloat. As a result, the company who owned the Titanic, White Star Line, felt complacent enough to keep the number of lifeboats low so the deck wasn't cluttered. Many claimed the Titanic was unsinkable because its hull was divided into 16 watertight compartments. It was said that if up to 4 of these flooded, the ship would still stay buoyant. All of these qualities drew the press to frequent.
Why we called ship? Why we named a ship as a she or her? Anyone noticed? I always talk when I was talking about Titanic, I use she or her word. Why? Because all these ships are considered as a feminine versions, because it is said that ships are like our mothers. They care like our mothers, and so that's why we called her a she or her. Let's talk about the captain of Titanic ship. As you all know, Titanic was unsinkable because of its 16 compartmental door. If there is any problem, if there is any problem about Titanic, so her 16 compartment doors were closed to save her. But there is something interesting that would be that we will talk later, but firstly I would like to talk about the captain of Titanic ship. Her captain was Edward J. Smith, and he also died in its first Medan voyage. Next. It is said that a coal fire may have helped sink the Titanic. Where the iceberg struck to the Titanic, there is a mark which is said that it is because of a coal fire. In the documentary Titanic, the new evidence broadcast on UK's Channel 4 on New Year's Day, Maloney reveals pictures taken in early April 1912, shortly before Titanic started its transatlantic voyage. They show a mark on the White Star ocean liner's starboard side near the seat of the fire and the point of collision. Next. The anomaly is exactly the place where the iceberg struck. Next. This is a burned area. This is the area where it is burned by a coal fire, and exactly it is the area where it is struck by an iceberg. The immediate cause of RMS Titanic's demise was a collision with an iceberg that caused the ocean liner to sink. It struck an iceberg. The captain of Titanic ignores 7 warnings of the peoples to because he thinks that it is unsinkable, so he ignores all the warnings. But at the time he saw the iceberg right ahead. He tried a lot to move her Titanic to her left or right, but because of his speed, his speed was very fast. He is unable to move her Titanic ship. Next. Interesting facts about Titanic. The Titanic was never actually described as unsinkable. But what happened? It sank in her first Medan voyage. The Titanic had a swimming pool on board. The Titanic had 2 sister ships, and it is also said that the Titanic not sink. Her sister ship is sink, but no one actually see the Titanic carried post. There were only enough lifeboats for a third of the people on board, because it is said that it is unsinkable. They also not carry lifeboat. Only for the half of the people there are only enough lifeboat. Next. Titanic was built by a company called White Star Line. She was no ordinary ship. Titanic was the most impressive and luxurious ship of her time. The Titanic lies 12,600 feet underwater. The ship cost over $7 million to construct. Why was the captain blamed for the Titanic? There are accounts that Captain Smith willingly chose to ignore 7 warnings he received about the danger in the ocean. It is said he ordered the crew to plow through the treacherous icy waters at full speed without any change in course, as he should have done in response to the serious danger warnings. Next.
Yes, what you see? Iceberg! Far ahead! Iceberg, right ahead! eternity! It's all over! It is just a wonderful.
बच्चे वॉइस मीडियम कर दो।
The accommodation on Titanic was luxurious and spacious. In first class, there were many new attractions such as splash courts, a Turkish bath, a gymnasium, a barber shop, and also the first swimming pool on board a ship. Even the cheaper third class cabins were of a better standard than those of other ships. Where is the Titanic ship now? Where is it wreckage? It is under ocean. It can't be pulled out because it is very heavy. It is assumed that after 20 years it will mix with water and make a and make a and make a. Thank you. Thank you.
मून दस दो 20 साल बाद की होना।